What is Bakuchiol? Bakuchiol is an ingredient that comes from the Cerealia plant, which is grown in the southern part of the United States. It can also be found in China as well as in India. Hi, everyone. My name is Dr.Naana. I am a board-certified dermatologist who loves lifestyle medicine, and I have a brick-and-mortar practice in New Jersey. And today we're going to be talking about Bakuchiol, not bok choy. Hey guys, Dr. Naana here, and today we're going to be talking about Bakuchiol. So not bok choy. But let's take a moment. Bok choy is an amazing cruciferous vegetable. It is full of vitamins such as C, A, and K. So great for you if you want to make some salads, and it has lots of fiber, lots of minerals such as calcium and iron. But let's talk more about Bakuchiol. Psoralen in Greek actually means scabby and itchy. In dermatology, we actually use psoralen in certain skin conditions, such as vitiligo, as well as in psoriasis. But psoralen are not so benign. As a matter of fact, when you apply psoralen to your skin and you were to go outside and the UVA light touches your skin, you could get something called a phytophotodermatitis. This is a self-limited reaction where it doesn't involve the immune system, but it causes sometimes redness and hyperpigmentation and sometimes a little blistering. And you just get this long drawn out hyperpigmentation on your skin, which eventually does go away. So why am I bringing up psoralen and Bakuchiol? Well, remember I mentioned that Bakuchiol actually comes from the Cerealia plant, just like psoralen. So it's really imperative that the contract manufacturer is very meticulous in extracting out the Bakuchiol and extracting out the psoralen so that you do not have a phytophotodermatitis. But guess what, guys? Remember, since I love vegetables and lifestyle medicine, you could also find psoralen in certain vegetables, such as celery and dill and capsaicin. So think about it. If you get a little bit of some capsaicin or dill on your skin, that juice, and you go out into the ultraviolet light or into the sunlight, you could possibly get a little bit of a phytophotodermatitis. We tend to see this a lot in the summertime or when patients are vacationing in Mexico or in the sun, they spill a little lime on their skin and they have these brown spots and they're like wondering, where did I get these brown spots? I was just on vacation. Why do I have it? And that's a phytophotodermatitis. So let's go back into Bakuchiol. So as we mentioned, Bakuchiol comes from the Cerealia plant, and Bakuchiol is amazing. Why? It is anti-aging, it is antimicrobial, it is anti-inflammatory, and it could also help with acne. And I'm going to explain why. What they found with Bakuchiol is that Bakuchiol can decrease NF-kappa B. So NF-kappa B is an inflammatory mediator, and they found that in acne lesions. It can also decrease TNF-alpha as well as prostaglandin E2. And they also noticed that it can also inhibit C. acnes, which is the bacteria that's implicated in acne. So if you have acne, there are a variety of treatment options, but Bakuchiol should definitely be one of them. Post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation is very common in darker skin tones, and we commonly see it especially when treating acne. As a dermatologist, I tend to use retinoids because retinoids are the gold standard. Retinoids can inhibit tyrosinase and they can inhibit melanosome transfer. But Bakuchiol is a fantastic option because retinoids can be irritating and Bakuchiol doesn't cause as much irritation. It's definitely something to consider when you're treating post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. As mentioned, Bakuchiol is great for pro-aging or anti-aging. As you mature, your skin becomes weaker and your dermal epidermal junction weakens. In cell tissue models, it was shown that Bakuchiol can help increase your dermal epidermal junction and help with the extracellular matrix. So it's definitely something to consider, especially if you cannot tolerate retinoids. Bakuchiol has also been shown to be anti-proliferative. In some in vitro studies, it's actually been shown to decrease cancer cells in lung tissue as well as in the gut. And now they're studying it more so in skin cancer cell tissue. Psoriasis is an inflammatory condition where you classically see erythematous, scaly patches on your elbows as well as your knee. The etiology is quite complex, but classically it is due to inflammatory mediators such as TNF-alpha, Th17, IL-13. When it comes to treatment options, they're vast. We always talk about healthy lifestyle, but we may consider treating patients depending on how generalized their disease is with steroids, sometimes with phototherapy. And now Bakuchiol is being studied. It seems to be a promising area, and we can add that to our toolkit as well. Bakuchiol is definitely a cool ingredient and something to consider in your skincare regimen. It's now being studied a lot in dermatology, and I'm really excited about it. If you find this information of value, please subscribe, comment, and like. I'll be here for another hour, and I can't wait to see you next week.